Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
There's a school in the U.A.E. where a vending machine turned away more than 200 snack purchases, not because the kids didn't have money, because the machine looked at each child's face, checked a hidden list of rules, and decided the snack wasn't allowed. If you've ever unlocked your phone with your face, you already trust a version of this technology. But most of us think it's simple. The machine sees you, and it says yes or no. The truth is stranger, and honestly, a little unsettling. Because recognizing your child's face was never the important part. The important part happens after. So how does a machine go from seeing a face to deciding what a kid gets to eat? Let's start with what happens the instant a face appears. The machine doesn't take a photo and hold on to it. Instead, it converts that face into a string of numbers, a mathematical map that engineers call a template. Your actual picture is never stored and never compared. Only that numerical fingerprint is. To decide if two faces match, the system measures the distance between those number maps. Researchers call it Euclidean distance, really just the straight line gap between 2 points. The closer the numbers, the stronger the match. For you at home, that's the reassuring part. The vending machine never keeps a photo of your kid. Now, here's where the real story begins. That match? It's not the decision. It's just the door opening. Once the machine knows who the child is, it goes and looks them up in a second database. That database holds their allergies, their health profile, their dietary rules. Then it applies logic. Is this snack allowed for this specific kid? Think of airport security. Matching your face to your passport confirms who you are. But you still don't board unless your name's on the flight list. The face is identity. The flight list is the rules. And those rules do real work. At that U.A.E. school, 60 students had food allergies, and over the testing period, not one allergic incident was record-ed. Healthy food choices climbed from 45% to 68% in just 3 months. That's a stranger's rule set quietly shaping what a child eats. This is where most people get it wrong. When a face system denies you, you assume it's broken. That's fair. It's sold as one smooth step, so a rejection feels like failure. But often the technology worked perfectly. A 99% match can still get blocked, not because it didn't recognize you, but because a rule said no. That's not a glitch. That's a policy decision made by whoever wrote the rules. And for anyone digging into these systems, the denial log is gold. It proves someone reached the checkpoint even when they were turned away. Here's the shift. Facial recognition doesn't decide anything. It just answers who. The what you're allowed to do, lives in a separate database you never see, written by someone you'll never meet. So let me leave you with the simple version. The face scan only figures out who you are. A second, hidden list decides what you're allowed to do. And a rejection usually means a rule said no, not that the machine failed. Whether you carry a badge or just pack your kid's lunch, it's worth knowing that the face was never the point. The rules were. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.